Everyone thinks being rich is about spending money on crazy things like supercars, yachts, and mansions, but what if I told you that's the fastest way to go broke? Today, we're going to destroy that idea. The truly wealthy, the people who stay rich for generations, don't just spend money. They invest it in ways most people never even think about. They're not buying things. They're buying advantages, and these advantages are what create and protect their wealth over time. It's a completely different mindset that has nothing to do with flashy purchases. Forget everything you've heard about saving money by cutting out lattes or using coupons. That's small-time thinking. The rich are playing a totally different game. And it's not about saving pennies. It's about strategically spending dollars to get massive returns. They're avoiding money traps that look like smart moves, but are actually financial quicksand. These traps are designed to keep the average person stuck, making them feel like they're being responsible when they're actually falling further behind. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 biggest money traps that rich people avoid like the plague. We're going to break down exactly what they spend their money on instead, and it's probably not what you expect. This isn't about getting a higher-paying job or winning the lottery. This is about rewiring your brain to think like the wealthy, so you can start building real, lasting financial freedom. Stay tuned, because the first one is a trap almost everyone falls into. Alright, let's talk about emergencies. When a crisis hits, what's the first thing most people do? They panic buy. They rush to the store and spend a fortune. Canned food, water bottles, whatever else the news tells them to hoard. It feels like you're being prepared, right? Wrong. This is reactive spending, and it's a massive money trap. You're paying premium prices out of fear. It's a short-term fix that drains your bank account without actually making you any safer in the long run. The wealthy do the complete opposite. They don't react to emergencies. They prepare for them years in advance. Wealthy people fund real emergency plans, not panic purchases. This isn't about stockpiling toilet paper. It's about building a fortress of financial security. They pay for readiness. This means having large cash reserves, completely separate from their investments, that they can access instantly. No waiting for banks to open or stocks to sell. Just pure, liquid cash ready for anything. They also invest heavily in the right kinds of insurance, not just the basic stuff, but comprehensive policies that cover every imaginable risk to their health, property, business. It's boring, I know, but it's like having a financial superhero on call 24/7. And finally, they build a network of reliable professionals, lawyers, accountants, security experts, who are on retainer. When disaster strikes, they don't have to scramble to find help. They just make a phone call. So, while the average person is spending $500 in a panic at the grocery store, the wealthy person has already spent thousands, strategically, to ensure that no emergency can ever truly hurt them. They're not buying goods, they're buying peace of mind and bulletproof security. They spend money to eliminate problems before they even start. That's the difference between staying afloat and being unsinkable. Here's a question for you. What is your most valuable asset? It's not your car, it's not your house, it's not your savings account, it's your time. Most people trade their time for money at their jobs, but then they make a huge mistake. They try to save money by spending free time on low-value tasks. They spend hours cleaning their own house, mowing their own lawn, or trying to fix a leaky faucet to save a few bucks. This is the ultimate money trap. You think you're saving 100, but you're losing thousands in potential earnings or opportunities. The wealthy understand this better than anyone. They don't buy cheap time. They buy solutions that free their time. Every hour back is an hour to make more money, build their business, or recharge to perform at their peak. It's about the return on investment of your time. So what does this look like in practice? They hire high-quality assistants, virtual and in person, to handle scheduling, emails, and administrative tasks. This isn't a luxury. It's a necessity that frees mental energy for big-picture thinking. They use automation for everything possible, from paying bills to managing their investments. If a task can be done by a computer, they make sure a computer is doing it. They don't waste a single brain cell on repetitive work. And when they need something done, they hire vetted contractors and experts. They don't spend hours on YouTube trying to learn plumbing. They pay a professional to do it right the first time, saving time, stress, and the cost of fixing mistakes. They are aggressively buying back their time because it's the one resource you can never get more of. Spending money to free up your schedule isn't an expense. It's the single best investment you can make in yourself. Trap number 3, not prioritizing your health. This next trap is one that costs people not just their money, but their entire future. It's the trap of treating your health as an afterthought. Most people only spend money on their health when something is wrong, sick, in pain, completely burned out. Then they rush to the doctor for a quick fix. They see health as an expense to be managed, not an asset to be grown. This is a catastrophic mistake. Reactive healthcare is incredibly expensive. Emergency room visits, surgeries, prescription drugs, these things can wipe out your savings in an instant, but the financial cost is only part of the problem. Poor health destroys your energy, your focus, and your ability to earn money. You can't build an empire from a hospital bed. The wealthy know this, which is why they approach health from a completely different angle. They see their body as their #1 asset. They invest in preventive health, good sleep, nutrition, and top-tier medical checks. This isn't about extravagance, it's about strategy. They spend serious money on creating the perfect sleep environment, such as buying high-end mattresses and blackout curtains. They don't just eat healthy, they often hire nutritionists or a chef. Furthermore, they don't wait for symptoms to appear. They pay for comprehensive, top-tier medical checkups, genetic testing, and advanced screenings that catch potential problems years before they become life-threatening. They're paying a premium to get ahead of health issues. While the average person might spend a few $100s a year on doctor's visits when they're sick, a wealthy person might spend tens of thousands a year to ensure they never get sick in the first place. It's the ultimate investment with an infinite return. Trap number 4. Spending on status. This is the trap of buying things to impress people you don't even like, flashing designer clothes, driving a car you can't really afford, posting vacation photos from a trip that maxed out your credit cards. It's a game of appearances. It's a game you will always lose. Every dollar you spend on a flashy status symbol is a dollar you can't invest in your future. They see the billionaires with yachts and assume that's what being rich is about. But for every one of those, there are 1,000 quiet millionaires you would never notice. They drive regular cars, live in modest homes, don't wear flashy brands, because they understand that true wealth isn't about what you show. It's about what you own. They're not playing the status game, they're playing the wealth game. So where do they spend their money instead? They spend on relationships that create opportunities, coaching, curated events, mentorship. They will happily spend $50,000 a year on a high-level business coach because one piece of advice could lead to $1 million business deal. They pay to join exclusive mastermind groups and attend curated events to build genuine connections with other successful people. They understand that their network is their net worth. Every handshake, every conversation, instead of buying a $5,000 watch that loses value the second they wear it. They'll spend that same $5,000 on a ticket to a conference where they can meet a future business partner or investor. They are investing in people and knowledge. They're building a network that opens doors, while everyone else is just trying to look good in front of a closed one. Trap number 5, the cost of cheap. The final trap is the most deceptive one because it masquerades as being smart and frugal. It's the trap of buying cheap. You need a new laptop, so you buy the cheapest one you can find. 6 months later, it's slow, buggy, and you need a new one. You need financial advice, so you watch free videos online instead of hiring a professional. A year later, you've made a costly mistake that a real advisor would have prevented. This save now, pay later mentality is a financial disaster, but it's incredibly expensive in the long run. You end up in a cycle of constant replacement, what's known as the boots theory of socioeconomic unfairness. A rich man buys a pair of expensive boots that lasts him 10 years. A poor man can only afford cheap boots that he has to replace every year, ultimately spending far more over the decade. The wealthy have completely escaped this cycle. They understand the concept of lifetime cost. They buy tools and expert advice once and use them for years. When they buy software for their business, they don't cheap out. They buy the best, most reliable option, because they know that downtime and glitches cost them more in lost productivity than the software itself. When they furnish their office, they buy high-quality ergonomic chairs that will last a decade because they know it's an investment in their health and focus. Most importantly, they pay for top-tier professional services. They don't do their own taxes. They hire the best accounting firm. They don't manage their own investments. They hire a financial planning team. They pay for expert advice because they know that the cost of a mistake is infinitely higher than the cost of the advice. They are always thinking 5, 10, 20 years ahead. They're not asking what's the cheapest option now. They're asking what's the most valuable option for my future. So there you have it. 5 money traps the rich avoid, and what they do instead. It's not about being cheap, it's about being strategic. They're not spending on things that lose value. They're investing in systems that create more value. They invest in emergency preparedness for security. They invest in time-saving services for focus. They invest in preventive health for longevity. They invest in powerful networks for opportunity. They invest in quality tools for efficiency. This is the real secret to building and keeping wealth. It's a complete shift from short-term spending to long-term investing in every single area of your life. The good news is, you can start making this shift today, no matter how much money you have. Instead of buying that next gadget, could you use that money to pay for a course that teaches you a high-value skill? Instead of spending your weekend doing chores, could you hire someone for a few hours and use that time to work on a side hustle? Start by analyzing one area of your life. Ask yourself, am I spending or am I investing? Small changes in your mindset now will lead to massive changes in your financial future. This is how you break out of the cycle and start playing the long game. It's about building a life where your money works for you, buying you freedom, security, and opportunity. Stop falling for the money traps that are designed to keep you poor. Start thinking like the wealthy, and you'll be on your way to becoming one of them. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and comment which one surprised you.